see what's going on. That's what we did here. We have the two eldest star here. And what we find that when they are young, they transfer a lot. And then they transfer less and less during their life cycle. What do we find for the two youngest here? The blue line, dotted blue line. We find that at the beginning of their lifetime, they transfer much less. But then they start to increase, the amount they transfer increase more and more. To the point where it becomes not distinguishable from the two eldest. So the eldest in the family and the youngest family do not have the same trend over their life cycle. The eldest transfer a lot at the beginning, less and less. The youngest transfer little at the beginning and more and more. Now, yes, I don't think I have enough time to go through this, but basically what we want to, we are still doing it, is really to try to set up a model which may explain the mechanics of those transfers, which is what we do here. Let me skip this, it's really not terribly interesting. Well, it is interesting, but not. But really, we try to see, well, if you want to maximize the welfare of the family, what type of transfer should be in place so that you maximize the total welfare. Now, if you think of the basic intuition we have behind the model and also behind what I already told you, it's important, if it's really an implicit credit contract, it's important that the youngest and the oldest family have enough separation in age. Otherwise, they're basically part of the same cohort, and we don't see why one should transfer to the other. The idea is that when the young guy has 20, his older brother is already midlife, 35 or 40, well, sorry. And is in full professional type of implications, okay, he can transfer a lot and support typically the education of his younger brother. So, and what we find that the mean age gap between eldest and youngest is 14 years. We also find that the income is strongly increasing with age. This is the income of the people as a function of his age. This is condition of people who are working. So you may say, well, it may be that the youngest brother don't do much at the beginning, and then obviously you should have an increasing thing. That's not what we find. We find increasing, for all people who are working, we find an increasing trend here with a growth rate which is very large. 6% means they're basically multiplying by 3 their income between when they start, 2025, to the income they have when they are 55. So you have, and if you have this strong, well, this is true descriptively, but we have this strong increase in income over your life cycle, obviously, when you are there, you want to grow, and you are ready to give out money when you are there. And that's really what we want to focus on. Yes, yes, this is things that I've already said. So how do we proceed now? So we have this data set with a bit more than 500 respondents. But those respondents also told us something about their brothers and sisters. So what we do is we first merge whatever they say about their nephews with the corresponding brother and sister. So it's basically a transfer to the family of this particular brother or sister. That's what we do. And then what we can do, since they reported to for each of their siblings, we can create for each respondent a particular pair. I look to how much, well, I look to my relation with this particular brother. Do I transfer to that brother or does it transfer to me? And how much do we transfer? Depending on the number of characteristics that I will discuss. So by doing this, we are able to expand the sample to something like 2,200 pairs. The big advantage of doing this is that since we are using several pairs for the same respondent, we can use family fixed effect. So we can control for all the things that are invariant that we cannot control at the respondent level and the extended family level. So anything that happened in this extended family before or any characteristic that we don't measure is taken care of by this extended family fixed effect. And so it's really within this extended family who transfer to whom depending on is he younger, is he older, and does he have kids or doesn't he have kids. That's really what we do.